Yo, what's up? PC Monk here with another Bitcoin video. All right, we talked about it yesterday about these two scenarios. Well, guess what? We are here still. So the scenario hasn't yet unfold, okay? But I thought I'd do a video because, well, we might actually, unfold something else at this point. So we said if we get rejected here and then we continue down, we will continue down to around 97, 98, right? Basically 97, 748. But here's a catch. We did move down, right? Then we came up. Then we moved down again. So if you take a look at this area, and this is on the 1 hour time frame, so you could see we did something like this. So this could have been your swing pattern, meaning a continuation. That didn't happen. That did not happen. So at this point, what did we do? We slowly moved back up to retest it. We whacked above it, we cleared this area, right? And then we printed it in a engulfing candlestick on the 1 hour, meaning what? Continuation towards downside. What is an engulfing? Meaning the body of this candle includes the previous candle's body or contains the previous candle body, okay? So this sell candle contains the previous candle buy, meaning this is an engulfing candle on a 1 hour. On a 1 hour time frame, then you're gonna go down. How much you gonna go down? That's the question. Now I did draw a level from here. Okay, well, that is a 1 hour level, which we're still holding it, by the way. We're still holding it, by the way. So the level is there, and we're holding the daily. We're basically filling this area. There's a lot of orders around here. I'm going to show you on the order book. So we are filling this area, and in this case, if you hold here, so if this is the game that you're playing right now, you're going to come either around this 1 hour or you're gonna extend it all the way up. Now, as we're getting to 104, then we could even wick up. Okay, we could go a little bit higher. But this 1 hour, 103,503 is important. Comes from there. Let me just move it a little bit higher. Yeah, right there. 103,593. That's important. So longing around here, I did a long here. We're right here. I did a long here. I'm waiting for it to pull back up. We lose this 1 hour line, then I'll be probably going into short. I wanted to short here, but then the whole consolidation was giving me a little bit of a hold. That's why you always do your own research, obviously. So either this initial plan that I had is in place, which we're going to continue down as I mentioned it before, or we're going to break above it and continue up. Okay, so let me remove this. And obviously I've been talking about that 105 a lot, that we need to clear this area. And I think we will, either today or tomorrow, because all of these people that shorted here, all of these people that shorted here, even a lot of people that shorted here, their stop loss is going to be around here. All right. Now, let's talk about USDT dominancy. So same with USDT dominancy. You could see it did not reach and did not hold this area. You try to hold it multiple times, you wick into it, and then you start to get deviated a little bit from it, right? Now you're gonna come back to it. You're trying to retest this area. This is again a 1 hour area. You try to retest this. When you get rejected, then you're gonna come down. Let me just remove this big time frame. So then you're gonna come down all the way to the low, right here. Now, is it gonna go lower? Maybe. Depends on the velocity and volume, right? But you might have a small pullback for a continuation. Now, if you take a look at it right here, we have a tree type of a swing here. So this is your first swing, right? This is your second swing, right? And this would be your third swing, right? Then you go up in formation, and then you're coming down. It does look like an information here. It does. It does. It does look like an information even here, right? So this rise and retrace that we talk about a lot of times, okay, so sometimes a lot of people might be saying like, okay, so this is the rise and retrace number one, rise and retrace number two, but then you're talking about rise and a retrace number three. So then you get the M pattern, right? So it could be rise and retrace, M pattern, and then you stop. Both of them I think are correct. If anybody wondered like how do you do it? It's basically every time we pump, there's a rise. Every time we consolidate and we move a little bit down, that's a retrace. All right. So that was USDT dominancy as well. I do have some gold plans here for myself. I'm just going to share it with you guys right now. So gold is holding the low right here, right? And is slowly pushing back up. And I think, in my opinion, gold's going to do a clear out today. Gold might actually hit 4,000 today once again, right around 4,066, and it could even go higher. But to my 2 cents, this is what golds want to do. Then we go on the liquidation. So all right, that's it. So back to BTC. We've talked about both sides. Now let's talk about the liquidations. All right. So large orders first. I want to show you guys the large order on CoinGlass first, and then we talk about some CoinAnk as well. So overall, on the 1 hour, you could see the amount of density on the bids are way more than the asks. Way more than the asks. So the you could say uh, the price is getting a lot of new fresh buys coming in, right? Bitcoin. So the magnet, you would be saying, oh, it should be towards downside then because of all this buys. And it's not like a little bit. So you filled 1.57 million. There's another 1.29 billion, not million, billion ready to be filled. Okay. Towards upside, if I just move this range, the exact same range towards upside, you don't see much. You don't see much. Sell filled 600, 1.14 billion remaining, right? Not as much as bids. So the bids are bigger, the bids are stronger. That's why we are still talking about that possibility of the initial projection that I had. That if it well, we got denied on the 4 hour, the question is it gonna extend it towards downside? This tells us yes, there's a lot of bids to do it. All right, but just because there are bids doesn't mean we're gonna go to them. Okay, now this is the 24 hour. Let me just refresh this, make sure that we have the fresh 24 hour of liquidations. Now, in this, if you take a look at it in the liquidations, okay, you could see there are some liquidations towards downside, not as much. Towards upside, however, big liquidations ready to be grabbed. We're talking about a 52, that's the biggest one, and this is basically on this 24 hours. Now, if I increase this, okay, to 48, or maybe actually 3 days, then you could see right here that we grabbed a little bit of liquidity. We went up. We didn't liquidate a lot of people. Now we're coming back down. There are still liquidity towards downside. There is liquidations towards upside as well, but it looks like same towards upside, same towards downside. This big liquidations, 136, I don't see it anywhere. I think it was this that we did, this or this. One of these two that I probably did liquidate. Yeah, because I don't see anything. Whatever it is probably before. Maybe this one. Was it this one? It's one of the very bright ones, right? So we are oh, there you go. It was this one. So yeah, it was previously. Now we don't have that much, right? So on the 3 days. So if the liquidation towards both sides are the same, why not go fill the buys, right? On the Friday we usually dump. This is the same model. Let's talk about this for a second, and then we'll go talk about CoinEck. Basically, CoinEck says the same as well. So it looks like the first initial projection might be in place. So if we continue to come down around, how much is that? 98. $98,000, 1.27 billion, $104,000, 1.59 billion. Overall, it looks like the liquidation a little bit bigger to the upside than to the downside. Now let's talk about the CoinAnk here for a second. So as you guys could see, CoinAnk shows us a little bit of bids ready to be filled around here. This is not small bids. There's like 100 million ready to be filled right here, right? But I mean, this is it. You're going down because you couldn't hold where you had to hold, which is around here, which is around $101,000, 300. couldn't hold it, now you're pushing it down. So if you want to push it down, if I just remove the liquidation level, so we could just let me remove the footprint. Footprint is not there. So yeah, these are all the orders. It's big orders towards downside. So I think yeah, maybe a continuation towards downside is imminent, and we got denied from where we wanted to. So let's go back to the chart. Let's go. I mean, this is a 4-hour time frame now. We're talking about it. So yeah, consolidation, consolidation, consolidation. Not only you got rejected by 102, you're now below this area, right? So now one more thing, if Coinank gets all of these filled, but then it doesn't pull back up, yeah, we're definitely gonna see the lower price. But if we hold it around here and then we pull back, then we are just retesting the wicks, and then we definitely gonna see the highs. We'll see what happens. But there's two scenarios from here. Either we're gonna go up or this is a rejection, as I mentioned it yesterday. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay green. Until next time, peace out.